as the old saying goes, life's a bit like a fart. The more you force it, the more it's most likely going to turn out to be shit. Now, it is kind of catchy and funny, but I'm sure we can also emotionally resonate with it as well. I'm sure we can all think to some areas of our life where we've been consistently trying, consistently chasing, or consistently trying to get a better result in or feel a certain way. And if any of you know my own personal story, I've spent over 15 years in the personal development world. I've spent over €23,000, well, on courses, programs, more things. But I can remember all the way back to where this pretty much started. And I remember in some of the earlier years, I was doing a program and it was all around, manifesting your desired goals, holding your mind, you can hold in your hand. And I used to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I did this for 6 months straight, never missed a day, Saturday, Sunday, the whole lot through. And I would do an hour and a half in the morning, and then I would do 30 minutes in the evening. And at the time, I owned a bricks and mortar physical gym, and my goal was to have 5 locations. And I literally had a map, and I had my 5 gyms on this map. I had them highlighted. I had my goal written in my wallet, carried with me. I used to write it out on a piece of paper every day. And you know, I never got close to it. I never even got. I ended up that I don't even have the one. I ended up selling the one. I look now and I'm grateful for it, but at the time, that's not how I felt. I felt like, Jesus, what am I doing wrong? I could manifest better here. Why is these results not showing up in my life? And that was kind of the theme of my life for probably about 8, 10 years, where I was, trying harder in this personal development, like something's missing. And then about 2 years ago, I was on a call, and the idea of the call was personal development call. It was about having a better business, having better results, all of those things. And as I'm on that call, someone said something on the call, and it said, "Remove your attachment from the outcome." And I'm like, "What?" And it just caught my attention straight away, and I literally wrote it down on a piece of paper straight away. And I actually couldn't wait to get off the call till I went to 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 see what this meant. Why did this stand out so much to me? So me being someone in personal development on YouTube and watching videos and learning more about everything, I went to learn more about remove the attachment from the outcome. And I'm not telling you a word of a lie. I couldn't find anything back that point. I was on YouTube. I couldn't find any videos that kind of anywhere related to what it was. I remember Googling it. Nothing, not, I couldn't find anything that was explaining it to me. I couldn't find anything that was breaking it down that made sense. Obviously, attachment and outcome, you could find all of that kind of meaning and stuff, but there was nothing really that was resonating with me that kind of stood out to me. And I continued to work on that because it literally, I'm telling you, it literally was pulling at me. And I'm like, the answer is in this somewhere. And I went on to spend pretty much the last 18 months or more breaking that down to, well, what does that really mean? And that's where this relate back to life's a bit like a fart. The more you force it, the more it's most likely going to turn out to be shit. Is that when we fall into this trap, whether it's the manifestation trap, of, visualizing harder, journaling harder, or it's the practical one where it's set better goals, be more disciplined, be more focused. I've tried all of those things, by the way. What I realized is that what my actual problem and what my actual block was, is that I was becoming attached to the outcome, meaning it was making a mental attachment to me that I will only be happy when I achieve this certain thing, whatever it might be. And when we create that, that means there's space, and what space is there's negativity, and that negativity is that I'm coming from a place of lack or scarcity, and this is when you try to force it's most likely going to turn out to be shit, is that I wasn't coming from the wrong place. So basically what I was doing is I was telling myself, I'm going to be happy when I achieve or when I manifest this desired outcome. And what where true manifestations or true results or true desires comes from is I'm already currently happy. I'm currently grounded and grateful at where I am. I have ambitions. I want maybe more abundance and things in my life, and I can move towards them. And another way maybe to describe this is I will be, you know, I'll be happy when I achieve X, Y, or Z, or I have X, Y, or Z, versus I'm happy and I achieve from that place. So I'm more grounded, I'm fulfilled in that place, and then anything I add on to that is more of a bonus or a desired outcome, if that makes sense. So for most people that are trying to manifest or set better goals or disciplines, and are not getting the areas, whether that's finance, whether that's how your physical body, whether it's career, whether it's parenting, whatever that might be for you, it's to remove your attachment from the outcome, meaning that this thing doesn't define who you are or who you're going to be or what the future is going to be. And you got to bring that back to yourself, right? And start from the place of where you're at now. And that place of where you're at now is I am good enough right now. I am worthy of that desired outcome, because that's another thing most people don't. They're visualizing or setting the goals or trying to manifest something that they don't actually believe that they can either achieve or that they're either worthy of. So you got to bring it back to that place, and that place of I am worthy of it, because you must understand, right? The universe wants you to have it all, right? There's no reason why one person can have it and the other person can't have it, right? The universe wants you have it to have it all. It's your birthright to have it all, your abundance, your goals, your desired dreams. So it's not a case of that it's for one person and not for the other person. You can have it. It is for you. But you must start off with this place of being more grounded in yourself. You must start off from that place of aligning your body, mind, and soul, and marrying all three of those together. They call this harmony, right? But most people are either most people that I meet or ever work with, and who I personally my own struggle is that I was living too much in the mind, right? And it's not your fault, by the way, because this is society. It's our school systems, it's failed parent strategies, it's just the way our norms are, social media, various different things. We're very programmed to be in our mind, which is very practical, logical. It's all systems, strategies, steps, formulas. It's all of these sort of things that we're taught. But when we want to become more grounded in ourselves and come from a place of feeling that we are enough, that's not where those things come from. Those things come from more in our soul and our heart, and listening to our intuition. And that is our primary goal. So when we balance those out, another way I put this is think less and feel more. So listen to what your body's actually telling you. Listen to what your gut or your inner knowing or your instinct. And that's how we actually get our desired outcome. That's where we're coming from a place of abundance. And that's also where we're coming from a place of love. And everything, is love or longing for love. And that's coming back to feeling enough in yourself. If this is resonating with you in any kind of way at all, there's a link underneath this video where it will give you a 7-day free trial into the School of Mastery. And this is what School of Mastery is all about. It's all about marrying your body, mind, and soul so that you can live a life of harmony, manifest the goals or the desired dreams that you want, and so that you stop the forcing and start enjoying more. And I look forward to seeing you in the other side.